Okay, now let us try to discuss the compromise, conciliation, and negotiation. Okay, so all of you have discussed your own understanding about these three, the compromise and consensus in politics. Okay, give me one. Compromise. Anybody? Compromise? Yes? Ano sinasabi natin? What is your understanding about compromise?
Yung pag na po nila yung pagtatalo.
Pagtatalo na?
Solusyon na po nila.
Nasolusyonan? Okay, another? Yes?
Parang kung sa akin yung compromise, ito po may
Dalawang two opposing parties.
Kunyari po, example po is yung sa A po ay for kunyari sa pera po.
Aha.
450, tapos yung pong isa ay 500. Tapos
Okay.
pinag-ano daw nila.
Para they are trying to amend or to mend, okay, to resolve a particular solution, for a certain problem. Okay? So there's compromise. Another, we have the negotiation. Which comes first? Compromise or negotiation? Planas?
Ma'am, negotiation ma'am is para sa is para trading ng ibang basa. Halimbawa po is, basa po natin is mayaman sa banana. And, ang US po is more weapon. So, para makapag-trade po sila ng good relief goods and weapon.
Okay, another answer? Yes, si Paras. Okay, two opposing.
May suggestion po siya, tapos may rin po, kung bakit po nila, papasok po yung decision po.
Okay, so there will be negotiation. Okay, and what is the purpose of the negotiation? Diba sa compromise natin, they are trying to mend, or to arrive at a particular solution, diba? In the negotiation. What about in the negotiation? What about the nasaan na tayo? Negotiation. Yung kanina is compromise pala. Sorry. Okay, now in the negotiation, you are trying to to resolve conflict. Okay? And then the conciliation, ulit natin. Sige, the compromise, ulitin natin. Compromise is all about to resolve conflict pa rin, or to compromise into one agreement. Diba? Into one agreement. What about the negotiation? Negotiation is Moniset. Negotiation is okay, sige.
Focus on direct communication po.
Direct communication, negotiation, ano pa? Aside from that, the negotiation is? Yes?
Working together po.
Working together to resolve conflict or for a common goal. Okay, what else? Another negotiation, yes?
But it is the process po.
It is the process of what? Of? Okay. You are trying to negotiate. The two parties are trying to negotiate with each other. Ano pa? Yeah?
They're trying to negotiate with each other po para po magkaroon po sila ng beneficial po para sa
Okay, for the benefits of everyone. Okay. Trying to talk, between some agreements or between some reasons or solutions for the benefits of everyone. Okay, another? Meron pa? Yeah?
Nag-negotiate ang dalawang bansa para makapag-build ng trust and
Para makapag-build ng trust, okay? The two countries are trying to talk to build trust to each other, okay? Yes?
nag-negotiate po sila para din mapalakas yung
Kanilang ugnayan, yung communication.
yung pambansa natin. Like Philippines, may pag-negotiate sila sa ibang bansa para kung anong iba like US, ibang kagamitan para sa mga army.
Alright, okay, to help us, di ba? Para makagain tayo ng kanilang, ano ang tawag natin doon? Para maging benefactor natin sila. Okay, another? Wala na? What about the conciliation? The conciliation is about trying to
Kissing each other yung ma'am, yung sa tension ma'am, para magkaroon po ng maayos na agreement.
Okay, it is the process of conciliation, is the process of trying to mend broken hearts. Ganun ba yon? Conciliation? Okay, another. Yes?
Restoring relationship po.
Ha?
Restoring
Okay. Fostering relationship. Another.
Sa sa conciliation po, meron po silang neutral third party na
Okay, we have the negotiator. Okay? The negotiator or the conciliator. Tama ba? Okay, for them to arrive at a peaceful resolution of the conflict. No? So, yun ang conciliation. Okay? So, again, what is compromise? Again, for the summary, compromise is? Compromise is giving yourself, no, voluntarily giving yourself to, okay, to reach at a certain solution. Okay? What about conciliation? This is the process of peaceful negotiation. Okay? And the negotiation is trying to talk, no, the process of having a dialogue. Ano? Dialogue to resolve conflict also. Okay? So those are the three, no? The three factors or the three important aspects, no, when it comes to compromise in politics. Okay? So therefore, politics becomes the process of conflict resolution. No? So, in this particular topic, politics becomes, no, or politics is necessary in any country, in any community, in any nation, or in any cities, no, or in any city. Politics is an avenue for conflict resolution. Okay? So next one is all about power. No, politics is also a power. There is power, sabi nga natin, in politics, no? Please read.
Politics happens in all human interaction within the family, among friends, among
Office mates. Okay. So politics, ang politika ay nangyayari kahit saan. No? Anywhere and in any organization. No? Let's say, for example, the interactions, wherever you are, that you are having an interactions, that is politics. No? Wherever you are, for example, you are with your friends and you are having a discussion. No? Nagkakaroon kayo ng compromise there, nagkakaroon kayo ng negotiation, nagkakaroon kayo ng conciliation. Like here in your class, di ba? During your meeting, during our discussion, di ba? Nagkakaroon tayo ng exchange of ideas, nagkakaroon tayo ng dialogue with each other, and we are trying to interact with the lecture or with the discussion of the teacher, of your instructor, then that is politics, di ba? Politics, therefore, is a source of power, no? So politics can be seen as a struggle, no? Over scarce resources, and power can be seen as the means through which struggle is conducted. What's the difference? That politics can be seen as a struggle over scarce resources. You are trying to struggle to find the solution. That is politics. You are trying to find the solution to arrive, no, at a certain answer, no, to arrive at a certain point, no, to consider. For example, walang-wala na tayo. Saan tayo kukuha ng ating kayamanan? Saan tayo kukuha ng ating ikabubuhay? Diba? So, there came the politics. Therefore, politics is everywhere. No, it can be seen in any organization within your family. There is also politics, diba? Why? There is the ruler. There is the negotiator. No? There is the mediator. No? Ang ating tatay nagro-rule over the law, diba? Nagro-rule over the family. Siya ang head. Siya ang humahatol, diba? Kapag nag-aaway ang mga anak, the mother is the mediator or the negotiator. Diba? But what is important when it comes to family is we are following our parents. Diba? We are following their orders because we are looking at them as the head of the family. Diba? Like the mayor, like the barangay captain. Diba? We are trying to respect them because we treat them as the head of the head of the family or head of the state. Ang ating mga mayors, yung ating mga elected officials. No? Because they are trying to exercise the politics. Okay? So power can be seen naman as the means through which struggle is conducted. No? Ano yung struggle na kinakandak natin within the power? No? If you have the power, no, and if you are in the politics and if you have the power, then you can do or you can have the decision making. No? You decide for your country. You decide for the municipality. You decide for the people, for your constituents. Diba? So, that is why politics is power. Politics is also a source of power. Okay? Now, what's the difference between political science and politics? No? So, sabi natin, politics focuses on the study of the actual actions or decisions of the state. No? So that is politika. Kumbaga, in this particular explanation, you are trying or somebody is trying to exercise politics as power. No? Because he is doing an action. Okay? Doing an action inside, no, the state as the ruler of that state or of that city. That is why it is called politics. And politics is concerned with issues, problems and activities of the state, while political science is concerned on how the state originated, its nature, and its functions. No? So, political science is all about academic discipline. No? So, political science is the study, is the discipline, no? Is the subject, is the course. No? While politics is the exercise. No? Exercise of political science. No? So, in politics, we are trying to do the actions, we are trying to mend, or we are trying to find the solutions to the different problems, and a politician is exercising his power, then that is politics. While political science is discipline. What about the political scientist? Observes how the state makes discipline and how the state's decision affects the people. Ano yung mga political scientists, no? Sila din, no? Yung nagro-rule, diba? Political scientists. Sila yung the politics themselves, no? the politicians themselves or the political scientists. Okay? The political scientist ang tawag natin sa ating mga yes. Okay? So next, the 5 reasons why do we study politics. Okay? Number 1, we have politics will help you to know your rights. Okay? Sa politics, malalaman natin ano ba yung ating mga karapatan. 'Di ba? What are the rights, no? To exercise our what? Right to suffrage. 'Di ba? Yung ating kakayahang o yung ating karapatang bumoto during election. 'Di ba? So that is why we have to know what politics is. Okay? Ano to? Distribute that. And then, the second one, we have politics clarifies what you yourself believes. No? Ito yung nagbibigay ng katotohanan sa ating paniniwala. 'Di ba? Nagbibigay or it helps us clarify. Ano ba yung clarify? Maliwanagan, no? Maliwanagan about dun sa ating mga pinaniniwalaan, 'di ba? Ano ba talaga ang katotohanan sa likod ng ating mga pinaniniwalaan or pinapanigan? Right? Number 3, we have politics is a living, breathing subject. Na? Dito kasi pwede tayong magsalita, pwede tayong magpahayag ng ating mga ideas, no? Magpahayag ng mga gusto nating sabihin, no? Gusto nating iambag para sa ikaliliwanag ng mga explanations o ikaliliwanag ng mga issues and problems. Alright? And another one is politics help you to understand our nation's parties. Okay, what does it mean? Ito ang nagpapaliwanag sa atin, no, about the different groups, the different parties, no, especially during the election, no. Ano ba ang katwiran ng mga nag-o-oppose? Ano ba ang katwiran ng mga nagpo-propose? O, di ba? Ano ba alin ang dapat nating paniwalaan? Alin ang tama? At we are trying to weigh things in accordance with our values, 'di ba? With our values, with our behavior, no? Alin ba kapanipaniwala ba? Saan ba ako maniniwala? Alin ba ang totoo? At alin ang medyo may kalabuan? 'Di ba? So, that is why we are here to study about the politics. No, although we are not lawyers, no, hindi tayo lawyers, pero pinag-aaralan pa rin natin ang political state of the nation, no? Pinag-aaralan natin ang politics and governance, no? Yung pamamalakad dito sa ating bansa. Okay? And politics prepares you for adult life. Bakit? Para magkaroon tayo ng tamang pananaw or pag-iisip about sa kalagayan ng ating politika dito sa ating bansa. 'Di ba? So, kaya kailangan pag-aralan natin ang politika. Okay? Paano natin pinag-aaralan ang politics, no? So, the first one, we have normative. Ano ba yung normative versus positive approach, no? Itong dalawang ito ay nagpo-focus in answering the questions. Like, for example, the positive approach. Ano ba ang positive approach? No? Can you please read?
The Department of Education documented more than 1,700 cases of child abuse bullying in school year 2013-2014.
Okay. Paano siya naging positive approach? No? Paano siya naging positive approach? Why did this example becomes a positive approach? What is positive approach?
Ano ma'am, based on ano naman namin is parang nag-aaral po nila sa kung bakit po ba mayroong cases na dumadami ang ganyan po na sa bullying.
Okay. Alright, another? Sige nga. Anong apelyido mo? Nazareno. Sige.
Kapag pinagbigyan nilang pansin yung mga na-abuse na kasi unlike na nangyayari sa streets, parang hindi na nila binibigyan pansin kasi parang
Okay.
bata ka naman.
Okay.
Which is mali kasi dahil doon na-affectan yung mga bata.
Another? Another? Any other answer? The positive approach and the normative approach. Sige nga, tingnan natin. Okay, we also have the behavioral approach. Okay, pero alamin natin muna, no, what is this positive approach? Positive approach? Kaya nga siya tinawag na, yes? You're trying to raise your hand?
Ma'am, siguro po yung positive approach. Ito po yung nagsasabi ng tama at hindi.
Nagsasabi ng tama? Okay. Yes?
Ang positive approach mo ay nakatuon sa solusyon, hindi sa problema.
Ha?
Nakatuon mo sa solusyon, hindi sa problema.
Nakatuon sa solusyon, hindi sa problema. Okay. Another? Yeah.
Yung positive approach po, ito po yung umiiral tapos yung totoo.
Umiiral or nangyayari. Okay, nangyayari sa kasalukuyan, no? And what about the normative approach? Okay, ano yung normative approach? Oh, let's say for example, no, bullying and other forms of violence in schools should be viewed not just a school problem, but a social problem as well. Normative. That is, in accordance, the solution should be in accordance with the accepted norms of our society. Diba? Normative siya. Yung katanggap-tanggap na behavior na umiiral sa ating bansa or sa ating komunidad. Okay? And what about the behavioral approach? Anong sinasabi sa behavioral approach? Behavioral approach focuses on the study of the individual. Halimbawa, the voters, the leaders, the party leader, particularly the actors of the political system, their emotions, biases, and predispositions. Ano to? Nakatuon sa pag-uugali, no, ng isang leader. Nakatuon doon sa kanyang interpretation. Halimbawa, interpretation ni mayor, interpretation ni kapitan, interpretation ni Gob, or interpretation ng isang ordinaryong mamamayan. Diba? What is the particular approach, no, ng isang ordinary citizen of the country? Okay? And behaviorists, therefore, study the political process by looking at how it relates or influences the individual's behavior. No, yung ating sariling pag-uugali, yung values natin, 'di ba? Nagbibigay tayo ng ideas or opinion, 'di ba, base sa ating pagtataya or base sa ating behavior, sa ating values. Okay? And influences the individual's behavior, motivations, personalities, or feelings of human actions. So behavioral approach from the word itself deals with the attitudes, behaviors, or values of a certain individual. Okay? So that's the behavioral approach. Okay. Next is rational choice approach. Okay? So ano naman daw ang rational choice approach? The rational choice approach focuses on the study of human behavior. No? Human behavior wherein individuals are motivated by their wants, their self-interest or goals, which will explain their preferences, no? So according to this approach, humans act to maximize their outcome. Okay? To get the most benefit and profit from their actions. So kung ano yung actions, 'di ba? Yun yung ating natatamasa. For example, nagnakaw tayo. Nagsinungaling. No? O, 'di ba? Hindi naman tayo magnanakaw, sorry, no. Sorry for my word. Bakit ko ba nasabi 'yon? No? Buti pa siguro yung mag-lie na lang, no? Let's say for example, nag-lie tayo. So ano yung magiging consequence, no? Or sabihin natin yung mga criminals na lang, wag na tayo. Wag na natin gawing example yung sarili natin, di ba? Yung mga criminals na nababalitaan natin, di ba, na pumapatay para lang magkapera. O di ba, they are facing the consequence of their actions. Di ba? They are facing the consequence of their action. Okay? And now let's proceed to governance. What is governance? Okay? So governance is how we govern or how the politicians govern. No? Or it is the action of the government. Governance is the action of the government. No? It is the process of decision making and the process by which decisions are implemented. No? The process of decision making by the government. Okay? And how the decisions are being implemented. Ito yung mga ordinansa. Ito yung mga patakaran de gobyerno, no, ng ating mga elected officials or politicians who are exercising politics, no? So they go hand in hand. The word politics and governance are related to each other, no? So again, governance is a government's ability to make and enforce rule and to deliver services regardless of whether the government is democratic or not. Yes, regardless of the party or of the state of the nation, no, the state of the government, no. So the governance is all about the actions or the ability to make and enforce the rule or the law, no, and deliver the different services of the state to the constituents. Okay, so during the early Indian history class, during the 400 BC, governance includes emphasizing justice, ethics, and anti-autocratic tendency. So yung governance dati noon is all about pagbibigay ng justice. Ano ba yung justice? Katarungan. Ethics. Ano yung ethics natin? No? It is all about our behavior or the exercise of how do we do, no? in the community. What do we do in accordance with the accepted norms? No? So that is ethics if we are following the ethical standard, diba? And anti-autocratic tendencies. No? Yung ating pinaglalabanan natin, yung mga authoritative, mga autocratic form of government, diba? Ayaw natin ng mga halimbawa ng ibang provision, diba? So, those are the exercise of governance during the 400 BC. Okay? Next, World Bank defines governance as the manner in which public officials and institutions acquire and exercise the authority to shape public policy and provide public goods and services. Tama naman, di ba? Yung governance ay kung paano nila dinideliver ang services sa mga tao. Kung paano sila namamalakad sa ating government, no? Paano tayo nagkakaroon ng makatao or makatarungang pakikipag-ugnayan or pakikipagrelasyon sa mga nasasakupan. Diba? So, that is part of governance. Okay? Another, characteristics of good governance. So, what are the characteristics of good governance? Of course, let's see. Let us have number 1, participation. No? Participation is one of the characteristics of governance, which means that active involvement of all affected and interested parties in the decision-making process. No? Meron tayong participation na ginagawa. Halimbawa, may dialogue, lalo tigit kapag may eleksyon. Diba? So, we have the right to decide when it comes to our chosen, diba? When it comes to our chosen candidates, no? And of course, number 2, characteristic is the rule of law. Okay? So, in the rule of law, diba? It is all about the legal frameworks, should be fair and enforced impartially. Okay, kailangan what is stated, no, in the